How do you feel the digital revolution, so to speak, has impacted? I mean, everyone's on their phones all the
Yeah,
time, their heads cranked, everyone's
I
sitting at desks
know.
all the time.
Yes.
And, a lot of people are working from home, so they're moving probably even less.
Right. Right.
Have you seen any impact of that?
Yeah. Sadly, I have. I mean, the things that we would have seen with like an 80-year-old, we're sometimes seeing with a teenager
Wow.
because they have, this has been normal.
Yeah.
They're digital natives, as my daughter would say. And I'm not saying to not ever be on a phone or to use a device, or if your job requires you to sit, I'm not saying to not do that. But what we have to remember is we have the force of gravity already pushing down on us to keep us stable. And if we are not upright, and if we're bent forward already looking down, we're putting our spine, especially our neck, into a position where now gravity is going to have more of an impact, pressing down, and it's going to be harder and harder for that person to actually keep their head up. So they're training it to actually go the opposite direction. So if I'm treating, especially if I'm treating young kids, and they're on there, of course they have their phone. And it's like, okay, so if you're going to be on your phone, this is how I want you to hold it. And I said, unless you want to look like an old person at your age. If you want to look like this, then you keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
And the next time they come in, if they're holding something, they're like this. And their mom's like, I've been telling them this for years. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not you. Right. Just like if I was to tell my kid to do something, right, they would be like, oh, okay, Mom, okay. And then you come along, you're like, hey, have you tried doing it this way? Oh, no, he's a genius. He told me how to hold my phone so I don't look like an old person later in life. So a lot of it comes down to habits, and how do you do things so that you're not killing your neck or your back. So